I know it's hard. I recognize it. I know it is hard. It's been hard for a bunch of reasons. The weight was an issue. Achy bones was an issue. Flat out being tired was an issue. Not being motivated is a huge issue. But y'all, we got to be able to move our bodies. Let's talk about some of the strategies that might help. All right, so my name's Alonda. I am on a GLP-1 weight loss journey. I play between both name brand and compound tirzepatide, just depending on how I feel. My starting weight was 264.7. My current weight, I don't know. I'm not touching the scale. I am actually going through body recomposition, which means I am gaining muscle while losing weight. And when I stand on the scale, it is a reflection of a whole bunch of stuff. Plus, I keep taking creatine. I say I'm going to talk to y'all about that, and then I never do. But I'm taking this. This is what I'm taking. And that causes water retention in my muscles. So that is really like 100% the reason why I will not stand on the scale. Because I already know it's not a true measurement of what's going on with my body. That is a video for a different day. So let's talk about that motivation piece. We run around saying we need to be motivated. We need to move our bodies. But let's be honest. At our heaviest, most of us were not moving our bodies. And so while the medication is helping us to create these goals and these habits, that does not mean that it is motivating us to move our bodies. And I know that. I kid you not. And that should probably be a tagline for my channel because I say it a lot. Back in February of 2024, when I started the medication, I just started the medication. I didn't do really anything different. And if you've been following the channel, you know that. It wasn't until May when a viewer named Kimberly, hey Kimberly, said, Alonda, I challenge you to get out there and do some walking. And this girl loves a challenge. Oh, you want to challenge me? Let's go. And so I did. I started walking. Hey everyone, it's Alonda. And today makes the 7th day of my challenge. This is only my 4th time taking a walk. I'm trying to get it in, but so are these mosquitoes. Now, mind you, at that point, I was about 30, maybe 40 pounds down. So now I'm at I can't do math. Started at 264.7, 40 pounds down, so 220-ish. Correct me if my math was wrong. But at that point, I was like, all right, I'm going to start walking. And so what I had to do was decide, am I going to change clothes when I get home? Or am I just going to pull into the driveway and take off walking? I had to figure that out. And I'm about to say it again. I know for many of us, for many of us, we have it in our mind that we're going to get moving. I'm going to walk. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. But we are lacking the motivation. I know. If it wasn't for her challenging me, I wouldn't have done it. But it motivated me to actually start doing something. Now, did I stay consistent for the last 2 years walking? Nope, I didn't. I walked and then I said, okay, that was cool, but I don't like walking like that. So I had to find something else to do. And that is when I joined HotWorks. Because HotWorks, you could do a workout for 15 minutes and it was like you did a whole 1 hour session because you're in this hot box and it's moving your body. It was a whole ordeal. And so I signed up for that and I did enjoy it. I did. This girl loves a promotion. So it was a promotion package and I used it. That's how I actually started working out. Once the promotion package ended, I lost motivation. So yet again, I'm doing nothing. And like I said, I know for many of us, we want to do something. We say it in our head, I'm going to start walking. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But then we don't do anything. We don't. But we got to do better. We have to do better. We really do. And if you know, I was in a 9-month plateau. And so I went into desperate mode. I was not in motivation mode. I was in desperate mode. Desperate to move that dang scale. So this is what I did. I got a vibration plate. Because just because I'm on medication doesn't mean I'm not lazy. Okay? Being on a GLP-1 weight loss journey is like having a part-time job. I'm not joking. It is literally like having a part-time job. In addition to my full-time job, my job is being a mother, my job is being a co-parent, my job of trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. GLP-1 journeys are a part-time job. You are checking in with your protein. You are checking in with your hydration. You are checking in with your medication. You're checking in with the cost of the medication. It's like you're having to go review your spreadsheets. Where am I today? How are we? What are we doing? When is medication coming through? Am I 28 days? It is a journey for a reason. For me, it is a non-paying part-time job. I'm actually paying to go to this job. I'm literally paying every month to go to my part-time job. Because that's what this journey is. It is a part-time job. So to say that I am motivated to work out, I'm not. I'm lazy. I want to chill. I want to relax. And I know that's not going to work. I know it's not going to work. But that doesn't mean that that's enough motivation to make me actually get up and do something. So, like I said, I started with the vibration plate. I did. Someone said when you work out on the vibration plate, you could, get like your cardio in. And so I started simple. I would sit down and I would just let it go on my feet. Just, I've seen another content creator do that and she had some mobility issues. So that's how she started. She started with just sitting and putting her feet there. And I was like, sounds like a plan, because that means I don't do nothing but sit here. So I did. Then eventually I decided, okay, I'm going to stand up. I kind of like I kind of like it. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a weird feeling and it makes me itch and it always makes me pee. Even after I've already peed, I'll get on it and then 2 minutes later, I got to go pee again. I don't know where that liquid came from. I thought I got it all out, but it's working because some random pee came that after that 2 minutes of being on a vibration plate. Then I found out that my vibration plate had these handles, like you can be and doing your arms. And I was like, that's cool. So I would do that for like the last 2 minutes, not the whole time, the last 2 minutes. And let me state, I was on a vibration plate from 10 to 15 minutes. That's the max as I could do. Now, did I have time to do longer? Of course. Did I want to do longer? No, I didn't. But I had to start somewhere. And that is the thing. We have to start somewhere. Now, I had to mind control myself. I had to get into my psyche of who Alonda is and say, how can we do better? And in my calendar on my phone, everything is in here. Everything is in here. So can y'all see that? Everything is in here. Everything. I don't want to tell all my people's business, but my son's football camp, my cousin's birthday, my daughter's skin appointment, my other daughter's workout, can y'all see that? That's my workout. And so that's what I had to start doing. If it's in the calendar, that means it has to get done. So that is how I started actually getting motivated to work out. It wasn't a speech. It wasn't a person. It wasn't an activity. It was finding out what I needed to do to tap into myself to make myself do it. Now, I know some people will do group challenges and, it's like walk 5,000 steps per day. And even down to that, again, that was a mental challenge for myself because when I first started in 2024, I was walking about 500 steps per day. I know I say that and y'all be like, what? Yes, I was walking 500 steps. I had to work myself up to getting to 2,000. Then I had to work myself up to getting to 5,000. And I'm still working myself up to working 6,000. I'm not there yet. In a week, I average about 5,800 steps. 5,800 is cool for me, but ideally I do want to hit to the 6. But am I motivated? Not really. But when it comes to walking, I found a couple of things that work for me. One, if I'm doing it with a friend. So usually I'll tag team I have a lady that lives down the street from me. And she'll text me and be like, hey, are you going walking today? And sometimes I'm like, yeah. And sometimes I'm like, just because I don't want to. There's no reason. The weather's fine. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go walking. So I'll be like, no, I'm not going. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, you need to walk. And so I'll put it in my phone and then I would get up and go walk. I don't know what it is about putting it in my phone, but scheduling it that makes me do it. Now, if you've been following me for a little bit, I will oftentimes try some of the most random things because, again, I'm trying to find something that I'm going to like, that I'm going to want to do. Now, I did aerial silks where I was like dangling in the ropes. Loved it. Completely loved it. The lady even offered $100 for 10 sessions. And they don't expire. So I'll be doing that. You know, I did my little summer school teaching. I'm taking $100 and I'm about to do that. So be prepared to see a Londa hanging from the ceiling. I'm going to do that. Then we have the bungee class. And I absolutely love the bungee class. Matter of fact, I am scheduled tentatively for 2 sessions. One, Perfectly Pamela, her birthday is in several months, and so she's gonna do it. And so I'm like, yeah, girl, count me in. And then one of my girlfriends just moved from where's she from? Well, she was here, then she moved to South Carolina, where my son is, and now she moved back. And so she was like, Alonda, you want to do it? I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So we are tentatively scheduled for me to go back and fly through the air with the bungee jump fitness. Because again, those are things I want to do. Now, can I do that long term? No. The cost is not in my wheelhouse to do it with a membership. And the location is about 30 minutes away. If I have to think to myself, can we drive 30 minutes? I'm not going to do it. I just told y'all, I don't even want to walk the neighborhood. I don't want to do it. So don't feel bad about the fact that you may not be motivated to move your body. You just have to find something that's going to work for you. Now, today I stepped out of my wheelhouse. I surely did. And I got invited from Amber, from the Amber Effect on TikTok, to come participate in her monthly walk. The last Saturday of the month, she puts together a walk and people meet and we walk. And I tried to talk myself out of it so many times. Amber, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I did. I was like, I'm tired. But I had to take my daughter to the airport. Okay, so I got to go to the airport. God dang it. I tried to come up with every reason in the book, but it was in the calendar. So all my family knew Mom's not available from this time to this time because she's going on her walk. My other daughter decided she wanted to do a tour at a campus that was literally across the street from where I was doing the walk. So again, they based the day off of my calendar. So of course I'm going to go do it. I did it. I did the walk. I don't know how many of us were there. I didn't count. I got there and just started walking. One of my other friends, she showed up. I invited 2 cousins. They weren't able to make it for whatever reason. But we got out there and we walked and we talked and we had fellowship. And it was really, really nice to the point where I am definitely going to do it again. I am ready to put it in the calendar. Like I said, I know for many of us, we know we need to be moving our bodies. It's just a matter of motivation. And motivation is not going to come from a magic wand. It is not. We're going to have to figure out how to motivate ourselves. Sometimes it is participating in a group challenge. Yeah. Sometimes it is spending some money for a class and going and doing it. Sometimes we know what we want to do. Like I have, she's another neighbor. I keep pointing. She used to love Zumba. That was her thing. She was like, oh, I used to go to the YMCA down the street and I would do Zumba and Zumba. But when she put on the weight, she didn't want to do Zumba anymore. And so she keeps talking about how she can't wait. This is what she says. Hey girl, sorry, I'm about calling you out. She says, when I get down in weight, I'm going to go back to Zumba. She's lost almost 60 pounds. Girl, you can go back to Zumba. You're just not motivated yet. You can go back to Zumba. And so with that being said, think about something that you want to do. And I talked about this in one of my newsletters. By the way, if you have not signed up for the monthly newsletter, here you go. Each month, one of the subscribers is everybody's putting a raffle, but someone wins a tool that I utilized during my GLP-1 journey. So far, we've given away a human body scale, some Francis Kirkjohn fragrances, a Rummy Fit watch. This month we are doing the coldest water bottle because I live with the coldest. Next month, we are doing a Rimpo Morpheus scale, and I don't remember what the next one is, but sign up, get the monthly newsletter, and just see if you are one of the lucky viewers. So I go back to saying that I know it can be hard to find motivation to do something, even though you know you need to do it. Most of us get up every day and we go to a job that we don't want to be at. Well, I actually like my job. I really do. I enjoy being around the kids. They crack me up. But vast majority of, actually I think 70% is the statistic. 70% of all Americans do not like their job. They go there for a paycheck. That's still a reason, a paycheck. So motivation to get up and do something, move your body, weight loss, motivation. So, and trust me, and I've said it before, but I motivated myself out of it. I kept telling you, I don't know if I want to strength train. I don't know if I want to strength train, because when I strength train, I gain weight. I gain weight during strength training. So is that really a benefit for me when I'm on a weight loss journey? And over and over and over and over, I kept hearing medical professionals say, no, Alonda, that's a good thing. Don't look at the scale. Look at what's going on through your body. You're transforming your body. Focus on your body. And so that is what I've been doing, even though the scale does not play the way I want it to play. Now, if I stop strength training, they say give myself about a month for my muscles to kind of recalibrate themselves, and I would see my actual true weight. And I'd also have to stop taking creatine. But you would see the true weight. It is going down. It is. But the days after I go work out, they go up. So it's a roller coaster of events. That's why I don't look at the scale. I can't. If I look at the scale, I'm just trying to find out if I grew muscle or if I gained in fat, which I should be gaining in fat because of my nutrition habits and things like that. But hey, you just never know. You just never know. So yeah, so today I ventured out. I did a group walk. I will definitely be doing a group walk again because my fear was, what if they start walking faster than me? What if they leave me behind? And to be honest, they did. I know, they did. I was walking with a lady and she's had some medical problems, but we were talking and we just kept talking and everyone just kept going further and further. And she was like, you don't have to stay. You can go. And I was like, no, I'm good right where I am. And so we just kept walking and talking. We were probably 15 minutes behind everybody else, but it's fine. We got our walk in, we exercised, and everybody waited for us. So yeah. Lesson to be learned. I'm lazy. Motivation is not the only thing that's going to make me not be lazy. I have to schedule it in my phone, tell myself I need to do it in order for it to get done. What's going to help you get motivated? Put it down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.